morning, everybody, and you are tuned into the Blitz Morning Show. And I am your host that is feeling hell of a lot better. My name is Toby Brendel, and I thank you for tuning in. Because, you know, guys, I totally miss you. I take one day off because I was sick, and it feels like my whole entire month has been very shoddy and gone to hell. Well, let's just say last night I have been prepping for the show, and I actually have quite a bit of topics that are not only interesting, but things that make you go, Like, for example, talk about getting into the show. So, let's just kind of rewind a bit. I apologize about Monday. It was a horrible thing. I couldn't breathe out of my nose. Everything was just, it was going berserk. Then by the time I could breathe, it was yesterday, but I didn't want to do a show because, well, I usually don't do Tuesday shows. So I said, why don't we just kind of wait till Wednesday? So here we are. It is Wednesday. It is dark, not gloomy, but it almost seems like it's going to rain, but I know it's not. With the weather, who knows? All right. I have 3 things on the agenda today. People suing Fortnite, Saturn, and Little John and the Kool-Aid Man. You heard the third topic right. So let's start off first with people suing Fortnite. All right. First, as you already heard from me reporting it, 2 Millie is suing Fortnite for the use of his dance. Okay. And everybody's like, oh yeah, Whoopi just wants money. Guess what? Carlton from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is suing Fortnite because they didn't ask for permission, or Carlton's not getting any money for the use of this particular dance move in the game. There's a catch. Let's rewind it a bit. Some people, they could be looking at it and going, oh, he just wants money, he's probably broke. But here's the thing, it may not stick in the courts because of a certain video. Carlton, or Alfano Riviera, or whatever his name is, actually said he got the inspiration for the Carlton dance with Bruce Springsteen. As you can tell, my nose is still a little plugged, but I sound and feel a hell of a lot better. Okay, Bruce Springsteen. There we go. And Courtney Cox. When he grabbed her and brought her up on stage, they did a little bit of the Carlton dance. And that's where he basically got his inspiration to do it. Sound like I hit puberty. And you're just thinking, okay, well, what does this mean? Well, right now he's currently trying to get the dance trademarked. If the dance gets trademarked, I think he has a better opportunity to sue Fortnite. But if that past that he has with interviews saying he was inspiration with this particular move on this particular movie or music video, and if he gets denied, then his claim for Fortnite and his suing for Fortnite is going to basically drop out of the sky and say, they're going to laugh at him and say, forget it. Now let's fast forward back to today. The kid who does the floss, the backpack kid. Anyway, the way he does it is he swings both arms to the one side, and as he swings it back, he has one hand in the front, one hand in the back. Then he swings it to the left, he swings it to the right, When he swings it to the left, one goes in front, one goes to the back. It's called the floss. He even has put a sue. He's a sue file, or he's trying to sue Fortnite as well for that particular dance move. Before I can continue on, people, just know, if you ever have been recorded, it is on the internet, basically. What do you mean? Back in July, when the floss was put on Fortnite, or was starting to become more popular, they asked the Backpack Kid what he said, or what he thinks of it, and he goes, "I'm just happy it's in the game." Now he's trying to sue to get money, etc., etc. We have so many sleuths out there that in 2011, there was a video made by the looks of Mormons, no offense, and one of the kids did the floss. That right there is like 7 years old. And you're thinking, okay, what does it have to do with anything? The Backpack Kid did not invent the floss if the numbers are working out right. But even if you go back a little bit farther, there's another grainy video on YouTube that has a guy trying to do the floss, and it looks like a grandpa trying to do it. So the actual origins of the floss are starting to pop up, and by the looks of it, the Backpack Kid has no case on his hands. Weird. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to work. But if it's going to work a certain way, and Roy Purdy has invented anything, he better get into this little group. He could get more and more money, or at the same time it could backfire. But here's the thing. I have no idea what I was going to say. All right. Topic number 2. Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, how the hell are you guys up there? I haven't. But I really do kind of think about this one subject that I read last night while I was sitting on the can. Okay, Saturn apparently is like 4 billion years old. But the one catch is that is kind of weird, is reports are saying that Saturn's rings are only 100 million years old. That's it. And to some of you, you're like, oh yeah, 100 million, that's actually quite a while. No, it's not. 100 million years compared to how old the Earth is, how old the Sun, Saturn, the whole universe, that's basically like saying it was created last week. But this is the part of the news that was brought up, which I'm finding very, very, very interesting. They're reporting saying that the rings of Saturn could be gone by another 300 million years. You say, what? If I read my facts right, what they're saying is that Saturn is slowly pulling the rings into themselves and actually burning up in the atmosphere, and is also spinning itself away. How weird is that? that our ancestors in 300 million years, if the Earth still is here and if humans are still here, they'll basically see it disappear. It's going to be on nightly news. It is day 1,434 and the Saturn rings are disappearing. This is what it looked like yesterday. This is what it looked like the day before. And this is the day before. And this is today. Why did I do that? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to even think that Saturn could have no rings. It's just outstanding-ish. All right. The final topic for today. Little John and Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah. Sound like Macho Man and Randy Savage. I wonder if that's where they got the idea from. If you think about it, you could take Earthquake, run him through a wall, then have Macho Man and Randy Savage do the voice saying, "Oh yeah." Anyway, what am I mumbling about? I'll tell you what I'm mumbling about. Last night on Twitter, when I was going through Twitter news trying to find everything awesome for you guys, I did notice one little picture or a thumbnail that actually has Little John and the Kool-Aid Man thing. Click on it, and it was a freaking Christmas video. Yes, Little John and the Kool-Aid Man has a Christmas video. I recommend Googling it. It's one of those things that you're just going to shake your head and go, what the bloody bleep? Wait. Do I have... no. Damn it. I really need to get my button board back. So yeah, just Google it. It'll blow your mind. I don't know. Blew my mind. Alrighty, guys. The time is almost up. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to end the show today. Get prepped for Friday's show. And I figured what I'm going to be doing is next week, I'll be doing my show on Monday, which hopefully we can get question call up moving and grooving and bopping and chopping. Not do a show on Wednesday, but do a show on Thursday. Then release another one on Saturday. I know some of you didn't like that whole idea a few weeks back, but I think with the holidays going on, this might actually be one of the better ways of doing it, which allows me to get the 3 shows a week and you guys to keep enjoying. That is a weird-ass cloud. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, you can email us at theblitzmorningshow@gmail.com. You can also head over to Twitter. Our Twitter handle is at the Blitz Talks. My personal Twitter account is coffeeman_radio. Facebook, just do a search for the Blitz Morning Show. Or you can head over to the bluff. Grrr. My brain's not operating. Lack of oxygen, I think. Anyway, or you can head over to theblitz.ca for all previous shows. Speaking about shows, you can also find us on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud. Yeah, I think that's everything. Or you can just use the RSS feed. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. And I will see you in a couple days. Peace out. A-Town Dance. Can't touch me.